Hey everybody, stick around because we have got a monster size adventure for you. So here I am back at Land Between the Lakes, and I cannot tell you how excited I am. It's been way too long, but this weekend I'm being joined by the one and only
Mr. Fish. Hey guys, welcome back.
There he is. So we are at Land Between the Lakes, and we are on a special mission. This is not going to be a ordinary camping video. We have made a very specific journey here. We are at the north end of Land Between the Lakes, where we have been told a certain large, hairy creature with really big feet.
What'd you say about my mom?
Lives.
Sorry.
Nice.
Take two.
Miss Patton, we're sorry. So we want you guys to join us. We have started setting up camp. We got here a little bit late in the afternoon, and right now it's getting dark super early. So we're going to try to get the rest of our camp set up, gather up some firewood, get ready to start making dinner here before too much longer. Let's kick this thing off and let's find Bigfoot. Just to let you guys know what kind of friend I am letting Mr. Fish try out my Nemo Stargaze chair. And I'm afraid I might not get it back.
Cue vacation in 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
What do you think of the Stargaze?
Mine now. Oh yeah. This is all right. I might need one. It's like a rocking chair. It's like a grocery sack. I feel like a tomato. I mean, it's great.
Tomato?
I don't know.
You're a rotten tomato.
This is accurate. Waddy Boone and Sons, Kentucky's first master distiller, small batch American whiskey.
So I brought a little
I love the bottle.
hometown special. This is the Hewling Station very small batch straight bourbon whiskey.
Oh damn, that looks cool as hell. I want yours.
So we're gonna throw some of this in with some coffee here in a minute.
We're gonna take a picture of that sunset through the trees.
What you got there, Jeremiah?
This is a smoked rum, Mexican vanilla, homemade caramel.
That looks lovely.
This is going in your coffee. Put it in here, we're gonna pour the coffee over it. Ooh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Usually a little more runny, but it was in the cooler, so that's all right.
And it's also like 30 degrees out here.
I forgot we were supposed to make dinner tonight.
Dinner? There's gonna be dinner?
What's oh, this is dinner. Hell yeah. Oh, that smells so good.
Yes, it is getting late in the evening for coffee, but we'll make an exception for this.
Oh man.
Oh, that is perfect. Step in here.
Hello.
That's a good way to watch a sunset right there.
Oh,
That's good.
Does it need more caramel? I don't think so.
I think it's perfect.
Perfect.
I think we need to go find a chair and sit down and
Enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Don't be up all night. Yes.
This is a good way to spend the evening right
Oh yeah.
here.
There is.
Wow. Get that
man.
fire going here in a few minutes. Start working on some trash can nachos for dinner.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir.
That, my friend, is a killdeer. It does not kill deer, contrary to its name.
Oh, well. I'm disappointed now. I've been let down.
Nature has many ways of letting you down.
So in case you're wondering why we decided to do a Bigfoot hunting expedition, I've heard a lot of rumors about this area out here. Of course, everybody's heard the stories of the Dogman. Y'all probably seen our Dogman video. But there's a lot of stories about the possibility of Bigfoot being out here too. From what I've seen, a lot of people say he's in the northern regions of Land Between the Lakes, which is where we chose to be. Now, about 3 weeks ago, I was out this way. I camped probably a quarter mile east of where we are right now. And in the course of the night, 3 times I woke up to hear tree knocking. And if you're not familiar with that, a lot of the Bigfoot hunters say that Bigfoot will communicate with other
I think they got Bigfoot.
I might have. By the way, there's a lot of deer hunters out here right now, and that's my biggest concern right now is that we've seen deer hunters hauling deer out of the woods out here, and it does make things a little risky. Hopefully we won't have any issues. There were some that were hunting relatively near our site when we got here today, so hopefully they're all going to go home and not bother us this evening. But anyway, back to the Bigfoot thing. Allegedly, Bigfoot communicates with other Bigfoots. Is it big feet? Bigfoots? Big fi? What is plural of Bigfoot? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what the plural of Bigfoot is, because I honestly
I got
don't
nothing.
know.
I want to say big feet, but
I mean, you'd think it would be big feet.
Bigfoots.
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 Bigfoots, I'm thinking, is probably going to be the proper thing. So anyway.
Because he has 2 foots.
Okay. Allegedly, Bigfoot communicates in his friend circle by taking sticks and beating on trees. That's their form of social media. That's their Facebook, is to beat on trees. And what I heard was distinctive knocking on trees with what appeared to be, what sounded like a stick. Or not a stick, like a limb, like something big enough that it made a lot of racket. And we'll demonstrate that here in a little bit, because one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to do some tree knocking. We're going to see if we can send out a signal and get anything back. We're going to try some Bigfoot calls. I mean, I thought about putting out some food or something along the side of the water here, because I imagine Bigfoot, if he exists, would be like any other predator, would hunt a lot near water. And I thought about putting some food out, but right now, because as I stated earlier, there's a lot of deer hunters in the woods, I imagine there's also a lot of gut piles all over the place. So Bigfoot is like at the Bigfoot buffet right now. I don't know if that means that it's good or bad for Bigfoot hunting right now, because there's so many things out there that he's coming after for food or what have you. So if you believe in Bigfoot, then this will be a lot of fun. If you don't believe in Bigfoot, we hope it'll be enjoyable too. I am somewhat skeptical of the existence of Mr. Foot. I have never seen anything that supports the idea that he's there. I mean, I love the idea, the romantic notion that a giant hairy creature exists living in the woods is pretty cool.
Yep.
So I'm open to the idea, and we'll see what happens this weekend. I brought some plaster.
All right.
In the event that we find any footprints, we can cast them, and we'll approach this as seriously as we can.
Right.
By the way, we have some amazing friends that run a organization called Historical Haunts in the Memphis, Tennessee area. They do ghost tours, and they do a true crime tour and a bunch of other things, and they have loaned us some equipment for this weekend. One of the things that they loaned us was a parabolic ear. So if we start to hear calls, if we start to hear tree knocking, we have something that we can use to kind of hone in on that sound. They were very generous to let us borrow that equipment here. Thank you, Stephen and Emily, for the loan of the equipment. We very much appreciate that, and I hope to get it back to you in one piece. And if it's not in one piece because Bigfoot smashed it, then maybe I'll get a Bigfoot cast for you to put in your store. We're going to have our evening beverage here, then we're going to get to working on dinner, and somewhere along the way we'll demonstrate some tree knocking and see what happens, and we'll just kind of go from there.
And while we're going around, me being a wildlife photographer amateur, I will be pledging to carry my long 600mm lens with me everywhere I go. So if we do happen to stumble across Bigfoot, it's going to be the best Bigfoot picture you've ever seen.
I can promise you this one will be in focus. It will be the first Bigfoot picture ever to be in focus. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm ready for it.
And of course I'll have my camera with me to shoot video, which will probably be out of focus because you know how Bigfoot is.
Yeah, he might use me as tree knocking. We'll see. Get that on video at least.
he's got Jeremiah by the feet, donk, donk, donk against the tree. Meanwhile, I'm standing there with the camera going, this is video gold right here.
It's going to be awesome.
We are going to make the most of it. It's cold. It's going to get colder, but we're going to have fun with this, and we're going to go hunt some Bigfoot.
Let's make fire.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bushcrafters rejoice. So Jeremiah's in the camper right now, and I'm gonna taste his caramel. It's so good in the coffee. I can't. Let's try this.
There it is.
Oh, that is so good.
Halfway okay, huh?
Oh wow, so good. We should leave some of this out for Bigfoot. We're gonna do a few little tree knocks, and we're gonna listen, see what kind of response we get.
Be Bigfoot.
We're going to give it a minute, see if anything responds. Still nothing. All right, so we're going to try something a little different now. I found a video online of an audible Bigfoot call, so we're going to send that out, see if we get any response from that. Now, don't get disheartened. This is not going to be the end of the Bigfoot hunt. This is just our first night of activity. We're going to try this, and then tomorrow night we're going to do it again. So stay with us for that. Let's see if this call helps. Nothing so far. All right, so we're going to go back to camp and make dinner and see if maybe the smell of dinner brings Sasquatch out.
Yes, cute that bad boy.
So now we're throwing on a Dutch oven full of trash can nachos. We've got the Las Delicias chips that you saw in the Chilaquiles video that we did a couple of years ago.
So good.
And we've got some of Fish's homemade chili. And some cojita cheese and some Mexican street corn dip that we've dumped over the top of the nachos, thrown it in the Dutch oven, and now it's sitting over the fire cooking up. And this is going to be this is going to be a heck of a way to spend the evening. So
good.
We're going to chow down on this here in a little bit, and then we're just going to kind of enjoy sitting out here by the campfire.
Yes, fire and food.
Stick around.
Toodles. That is like the best camping investment I've ever made. Like, it has done so many amazing meals.
So let's have a look at our campfire Dutch oven nachos. Boy. Las Delicias.
Las Delicias, which means the delicious.
Delicious.
The delicious, which is accurate.
Let's do it. Let's get it out on a plate.
All right.
Looks like they're just about right. Didn't get too burned or anything.
They're steamy, they're crispy, they're hot, gooey.
Just right.
Want some more?
All right, so we're going to try this one more time tonight. We're going to do a little bit of tree knocking, see if we get any kind of response, and just kind of see what happens. So let's go beat on a tree.
Let's do it.
By the way, before anybody gets worked up about what we're doing here, I assure you the tree that we're using is extremely dead.
It's dead.
We were actually talking about taking it down for firewood. It's so dead. So don't get mad at us for beating on a tree. Give it 3 or 4 slow. Well, it's disappointing that we're not getting any kind of response, but we're not giving up. We will be back out here tomorrow trying this again. Of course, in the morning, we'll get up and we'll look around and see if there's anything obviously out of place. But there's also tonight, the overnight, there might be stuff going on. When I heard the sounds on my last camping trip, it was way into the wee hours of the morning. Maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it might start to get active again. But for now, it's extremely cold. We've had dinner. We've been sitting around the campfire, so instead of throwing any more wood on it, I think we're going to go crawl up in the camper and enjoy the warmth. If anything happens throughout the course of the night, we'll turn the camera on and bring you in. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the morning.
Hasta mañana.
So violent. There we go.
Flipping this over on it.
Good morning, everybody. It is a brisk and bright morning, as you can see outside. So we woke up this morning to some ice on the beach. It's cold and windy outside, so that's why I'm standing inside the camper right now. As you can see, we had a lovely breakfast of sausage smash burger breakfast sandwiches this morning, and they turned out amazing. That little Blackstone that Mr. Fish has for his camper is absolutely the coolest thing ever. I'm gonna have to get me one of those. But I'm gonna go out here in a bit, gather up some firewood. That wind is fast and it is cold. So I'm gonna bundle up really tight and go out and gather up some wood and get our day started.
Oh man, that smells good.
So we're making a little snack here of bacon with candied bacon seasoning. Found this on sale the other day and figured we'd give it a try. It smells absolutely amazing. My mouth is watering just smelling this, so can't wait to try it. So we find ourselves spending a lot more time inside the camper this trip than we had planned on, but fortunately we're catching up on whatever we've missed out in each other's lives for the last 9 months, 10 months?
Yeah, a long time.
10 months. Mr. Fish is over here setting up the new game camera. Blink, blink, blink. So that tonight we can set it out and record Bigfoot. And also we are going to go on a little side journey here in a little bit. We're going to go do something really cool. Before we leave, we want to be sure to set up the game camera on our campsite here because we're going to be driving a little ways to go do that. We're going to get the game camera working and hang out here for a little bit longer, and then a little bit closer to dark we're going to head out to go do something super cool. So we'll catch up with y'all in a bit. We are back at the Lady Cemetery. If you watched my camping next to a cemetery video that I posted just a few weeks ago, you might recognize this location. I was at the Lady Cemetery and I was camping right over here near the cemetery and had a pretty significant amount of really weird stuff going on, different sounds and things that were happening. Mr. Fish and I were planning our next camping outing and he was like, dude, we totally need to go ghost hunting. But my last outing here was a little freaky. There was a lot of things going on. There was some whistling going on in the woods, and for Mr. Fish to watch that video and say, if that was a bird, I can't identify it. That's a little weird because, I mean, if something chirps, he can tell you what it is. So we're gonna go in here to the Lady Cemetery. We're going to bring some equipment that was loaned to us by the folks at Historical Haunts, and we're gonna see if we can record any kind of activity here at the Lady Cemetery. So stick with us, let's go in here and see what we can find. Looks like Scrappy Doo's already beat us to it. We're going to set up some equipment around here. We're going to see if we can get any kind of responses with the gear that we brought with us. We have a couple of phone apps we're going to try and see if we can see anything. If you see anything in the background, leave us a comment. We may not see something going on, and it may trigger something that you see that we didn't. So if that's the case, let us know. We are not ghost hunters by any means. We are doing this with loaned equipment. We're doing this with a minimal amount of knowledge, and we're trying to be as respectful as we can as we do this. So bear with us as we go through this. And if you see things that we can do better, if we decide to do this next time, point it out to us, let us know, and we will see what we can do about that. But right now, we're gonna start hunting and see if anybody wants to say hello.
I hope not. I hope not.
So one of the applications that I'm using today is the SLS Ghost Tube app. I'll put a better view of this up so that everybody can see it. This is an app that overlays imagery where there's something. Mr. Fish, stand over here and let me show them how this works. As you can see where Mr. Fish is, it's putting up like a stick figure of a person. And the idea behind this is to indicate if there is a figure or something walking around here. So we're going to kind of scan around the cemetery and see if anything shows up on this while we're looking around. So let's see what we can see. So there's Mr. Fish. We see that the app is working. Okay. Look at that.
I don't like that.
Alrighty, well that's interesting.
Moving on.
There is a flag on the ground over in that area, so I don't know if that's triggering something in the app or not. So I'm not ready to call that one. Well, that's actually coming a little closer to that grave marker right there. Now these things trigger on motion, so it may be picking up because the wind is blowing. I haven't really seen anything that just looks like person. Well, look at that. Are y'all seeing that? You see that? That is crazy. And whatever that is, there's not a head on that. All right, so let's move around this way. There's nothing else. Let's go back to the tree. I have to think it's the shape of the tree and the motion from the wind that's causing that.
Gotta be.
I'm not willing to believe that that's a ghost. It's too consistent. Same places that were triggering before. Yeah, we're not really getting anything new. So I'm not really buying that the ghost tube was showing us anything that was paranormal. I think it's just picking up on motion in the area, reflecting that as movement. I think that's kind of what this app is designed to do. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna try a couple of different tools and see what we can come up with. All right, so we've got a couple of different tools here. We have what's called a REM pod, which is kind of like an EMF, picks up magnetic signals and whatnot, property of historical haunts Memphis. Thanks again to Stephen and Emily for that. And then we've got a Paralight. So we're gonna take a couple of these, we're gonna plant them in a couple of places and see if anything gets indicated as far as there being a presence there. All right, so we've got the two devices planted out. We have one that is set up on the grave of a 2-year-old child, and we have one that's set up, it's one of the older graves out here from the late 1800s, and the gentleman in the grave was a Mason. So we're gonna set those two devices, we're gonna see if we register any kind of activity with that. The child in this grave is named Doyle Bonner, and we're gonna just kind of see if Doyle has any kind of presence here. Doyle, are you here? If you're here, can you touch the light that's sitting on your gravestone? Can you make some more colors light up? It's very colorful. Let me show you how these lights work. See how the light flashes? You get lots of colors with that.
It's like a new toy. You like toys?
I don't think Doyle's here. Do you like that light? Can you make it light up in a different color? This is the grave of Henry Lady. Henry was a Mason. Henry, are you here at this place? You got a nice view here. You touch it and make it light up. We went to a number of tombstones and didn't get any reaction at any of them. Maybe it's that we're not experienced at this. Maybe it's that we don't really know what we're doing. So we're gonna try a couple of different things. We're gonna break out a spirit box and see if we get any response to that. All right, since we got so much wind interference, I'm gonna bring the camera in a little bit closer here, and we're gonna use this ghost tube app, kind of a spirit box kind of thing. Is there anyone here at the Lady Cemetery with us? Are we alone here at this cemetery? Sure is windy. Can you do something about that? Did you just say something? Can you? Well, that was an awful sound. Do you like when people come here to visit? Are you okay with us being here? Do you have something you want to say to us? Or to anyone for that matter? Spooky, but I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you buried here?
He's boring.
He's boring. Sorry, I tried. All right, so we're gonna call it. It's too cold, it's too windy to stay out here all night listening to vague sounds that may or may not be an answer. If you heard anything in the audio that you think validates an answer, then leave us a comment down below. I don't know that we heard anything that really substantiates what I would call communication with the other side. Nobody activated the REM pod, nobody activated the Paralight, and nobody really spoke to us through the spirit box. And I just don't think that the indicators that we were getting on the other stuff really showed anything. So we will come back here the next time we're camping at Land Between the Lakes. We've already scoped a spot nearby that we'll probably camp at, and we'll come back and we'll try this again. But for now, not finding any hauntings here at the Lady Cemetery. It's been fun, but unfortunately uneventful. I've had several people in some of our other videos ask us if we ever do any ghost hunting. We just did it, and to no avail. Sucker got big in a hurry.
these off. Into the side.
Dinner tonight, Mr. Fish has made a shepherd's pie with lamb, and we're about to unveil this, so y'all check this out. Oh my. It sounds as good as it smells. Who wants a bite?
I do.
All right, let's see what's in this.
Listen.
Nice crust on top.
That smells heavenly. All mashed potatoes, I love it.
We're gonna try this stuff and see just how good it is. Y'all know how we do when we camp. We don't play around when it comes to food, so. All right, here we go. Wow. All right, get out, get out. You're done. Out of here, out of here. Dinner is done. We had our little ghost hunting expedition, which we got nothing, sadly enough. Last night, we didn't really get anything with the Bigfoot stuff, but we're not giving up. We're gonna keep trying this until we get something. So we're gonna do a little bit more tree knocking tonight and see if we get anything at all. If not, I mean, we can't say that we didn't try. We made a noble effort of it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna do a little howl. I've seen this done on TV before, see if we can't get a response to that. And then if not, we're gonna do some tree knocking, see what happens with that. All right, so let's do this. All right, here we go. I don't know if I did that right or not, but not hearing a response. We're going to do a little more tree knocking over here with this dead tree that we showed you last night. If you will, sir. It's cold. Bigfoot's probably staying inside by the fire.
Right here. I like this spot right here.
It's a good sound.
That's what I would do if I was Bigfoot.
For sure.
Ready?
Do it. All right, do it again.
Ready?
Space apart a little bit more this time.
Dude, what the hell was that? I think it came from over there.
Ooh.
I don't like that.
Did y'all hear that?
Do you think it's maybe another hunter?
I
Or
don't
do you
know.
think that's Bigfoot? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm creeped out.
Okay, that is crazy. I mean, should we try it again? I mean,
I don't wanna. Okay, fine. I know I don't wanna.
no, we probably better not. We don't want to like give away our location too much. Okay, so
I'm not comfortable.
look, whatever you want to believe about that, that was nuts.
Hold on.
All right, so okay, we're gonna go back to camp now, where there's lots of fire and light. And if nothing else came out of this weekend, that was worth the price of admission. That's really cool.
Okay,
Was
I don't
not
believe in
expecting
Bigfoot,
that.
But that was creepy. I don't
Don't know if
what
it's
that
Bigfoot.
was.
Don't know if there's somebody out there that's messing with us. But that was crazy. And I'm so glad you guys got to be a part for that. Whew.
I'm not. I don't like this.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going back to camp. Y'all come with us.
Yeah, it's goodbye.
We are safely back in the camper.
You stay safe.
After a bit of a kind of a crazy experience, that was different.
I did not like that.
I think we got a little shaken by that. That's not what we expect. I mean, it's what we were hoping for. I mean, well, I mean, that's what we came here to do. We came here to hunt Bigfoot.
True.
And he didn't come up and introduce himself. We didn't see him.
Thank God.
But the knocking response was pretty cool. Was it Bigfoot? Who knows? We'll never know unless he comes, knocking at the door tonight going, hey, y'all got any more of that shepherd's pie?
That was good.
That could happen. So right now, the Dutch oven is back on the fire. Mr. Fish is making a cake for us to enjoy this evening, like a vanilla cake with cranberries and pineapples and topped with his smoked rum caramel sauce. If you never hear from us again, that means that we both went into a coma out here at the campsite and did not return to civilization. Otherwise, once we get done with that tonight, we're going to hit the bed because we have to pack it in the morning and go home.
Boo.
Yeah, as many of these trips as we've done and not really encountered much, that was pretty cool. Tonight, maybe something like that will happen again one of these days. Who knows? I mean, our ghost hunt was kind of a bust, but that tonight was worth it. That was cool. So
I hope he stays over
let's
there.
hope we make it till morning. Who knows what's going to to happen with that.
I have a trail camera. We'll put it up. We'll turn it on and just.
That's right. The trail camera will be out tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and if we get any footage, we will put that up there. But otherwise, we will talk to you guys in the morning once the sun comes up. But as always, if something happens during the night, I will turn on the camera and the microphone so that we can capture it, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. See y'all in the morning.
See you in the morning. I hope. We'll find out.
And thus we come to the final morning of our camp out.
Sad face.
I always hate when we get to this point. 'Cause, I mean, for one, you got to get up and you break all this equipment down and put it away and all that kind of stuff. But it also means that it's probably going to be at least a month or two before Mr. Fish and I are going to get to do this again.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of this last time, it was almost 10 months in between outings. So we're going to have to make sure that we don't go that long again. It's a very calm and brisk morning out. It's cold, but the wind's not really blowing much. It's starting to pick up. What we're starting to gather around here is once the sun really comes out, the wind picks up in this area. Then the sun goes down and the wind dies down. It's a very still morning, very peaceful. Got up this morning, had a little bit of coffee, started breaking camp down. So now we're going to wrap it up, get in our cars, go our separate ways, and that'll be it for another outing. Very cool experience yesterday. It was kind of fun going out and doing our ghost hunt, even though, you know, it didn't really reveal anything. But last night, the tree knocking thing was I mean, that was the icing on the cake. That was worth coming for.
I don't like it.
Other than just getting to hang out, we had some amazing food as always. We had good times with adult beverages sitting around the campfire. It was altogether just an incredible outing. I hate to see this one end, but as they say, all good things must come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is coming to an end. I'm going to put this camera away, finish packing up, and then we're out of here. It's been great spending this time with you guys. It's been really awesome spending time with Mr. Fish. And if you have observations on what happened last night, be sure and leave us a comment and tell us what your thoughts are on it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be aware of all upcoming videos. Also, check out our Amazon wish list. It's just a small list of items that you can send to the channel to help us along on our adventures. And until the next video, prepare for the world that you live in.
Not the one you wish existed.
We'll see you around.